Hello everyone, welcome to TutorialsPoint. In this video, we are going to talk about a very important theory as proposed by two of the important scientists about a cell. This theory is known as the cell theory. So the first scientist named Matthias Schlitten, he was working on the plant cells. Now while working on plant cells, he observed that different types of plants had similar type of cells, and the very common feature was that all these cells, they had got cell walls. Now another scientist named Theodor Schwann, he was studying on animal cells. Now he found that animal cells did not have cell wall as found by Matthias Schlitten in case of plant cells. So animal cells do not have cell walls, but interestingly he found that both the plants and the animal cells, they have similar type of cellular organization. So this was the finding by these two scientists. Now, so according to the observations made by Schwann, he proposed the cell hypothesis. So according to this hypothesis, it states that both the animals and plants are formed of cells. Now, these two scientists, Matthias Schlitten and Theodor Schwann, they collaborated their observations and came up with the cell theory. Now let us see what are the important postulates or what are the theory that a cell theory states. Cell theory states that all the organisms are made up of cells. Whether it is plants or animals, all the organisms will be made up of the basic unit called cells. These cells, they contain the hereditary material. Very important. What do we mean by hereditary material? That which comes from parents to the offsprings or the daughter cells. So these cells, they contain the hereditary materials and they are responsible for the transfer of characters. That means the transfer of characters from the parents to the offsprings. So these cells, they contain these type of characters. New cells are formed from de novo, that is afresh, from start. So these new cells are formed from the abiotic material. So that was a very important postulate of the cell theory, because we know the cell is the basic unit which we can call as a living entity. But before this, the cell which is formed, it is formed from the abiotic materials. That is, from the start, it is formed from the abiotic or non-living materials. Then it came to a living cell. Cells are responsible for all the metabolic activities that are going on inside the a particular organism. So these basic metabolic activities is occurring inside a cell. A cell is the smallest mass of protoplasm which usually contain a nucleus. Very important that a cell contains a nucleus. This was observed by these two scientists, and along with some other organelles. So it was also observed that the cell contains nucleus as well as smaller organelles that is present inside the structure of a cell. Now let us look into what are the objections or what are the limitations of the cell theory as proposed by these two scientists. Cell theory, first of all, fails to explain the process of formation of cells. Cell theory states that new cells are formed from the existing cells, but it does not describe how these new cells are formed. So that's a very big loophole, that it does not describe how new cells are formed from this existing cells. Cell theory also suggests that the new cells were formed inside the old ones and from the nucleus, which was referred to as the cytoblast. So now we know this is absolutely a wrong observation or wrong theory it was postulated, because we know that during cell division, both the nucleus as well as the protoplasm or the cytoplasm, it divides, and this gives rise to the formation of a new cell. But unlike that, it was in the cell theory, it was proposed that from the nucleus, which was referred to as the cytoblast, new cells are formed from the old cells. So this was a limitation for the cell theory. Now let us look into some of the exceptions to the cell theory. A very big exception was the virus. We know virus was other organisms, or it can be referred to as more precisely as particles, which was actually not included by R.H. Whittaker in the biological classification or his 5 kingdom classification. So this virus particles, they lack protoplasm, we know this, like that of other cells. So we know normal cells like plants and animal cells, they have got the protoplasm in which all the cell organelles and the cellular structures are there. But virus, they lack these type of protoplasm, and they are made up of just nucleic acids and proteins. Bacteria and blue-green algae, they lack nucleus. Now previously just we studied or we stated that we discussed that the cell theory states the organisms or new cells are formed from the old ones from the nucleus or the cytoplast. But what about organisms like bacteria and blue-green algae which do not have nucleus? They also have parental cells and they give rise to new daughter cells. Then how they are dividing? So this was the exception to the cell theory. Cenocytic hyphae of fungus. We know fungus, they have got filament like structures, like they have got some filament like structures like this, and these are separated by disc shaped structures called the septa, and these are single cells and they have got nucleus inside it. So they have got nucleus inside it. Now these are the normal type of filamentous structures called the hyphae. Now there are some different type of hyphae which are known as cenocytic hyphae. They look similar to a typical hyphae, but the problem is they are not separated by septa. So these septa we are seeing disc shaped structure, this is not separated. So it is a continuous length of filament and the nucleus, or it becomes multinucleated structure. So these type of cenocytic hyphae of the fungus which are multinucleated and they are accepted. So such conditions are not at all explained in the cell theory. So in this video we have discussed about the postulates of the cell theory. We have discussed about some of the objections or limitations to the cell theory as postulated by two important scientists, and we have also talked about some of the exceptions to the cell theory. A very big exception we have discussed about is the virus as well as bacteria which lack nucleus. So I hope you have understood and liked this video. Thank you.